All right, guys, our next bit of movie news is, I'm not going to lie, it's weird. It's weird. Academy Award winning director Spike Lee, with an incredible history behind him, has decided his next Spike Lee joint. This is baffling me. It's a Viagra musical. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. Like, you hear about this and you're like, no, this is a joke. First of all, Spike Lee isn't going to do a musical. Second of all, nobody's going to do a musical about Viagra. And last, Viagra is the last thing that Spike Lee needs in his life. Because he's Spike Lee. Rolland, this is weird. This is just weird. This is real. 2020 is the strangest timeline. And now 2020 is bringing us news that Spike Lee's next movie is going to be a musical about Viagra.
And it's not a sequel to She's Gotta Have It?
I see what you did there. I see what you
there?
did there. Oh, that was perfect. How did I not think of that?
It took all of your introduction for me to come up with that.
That was wonderful. It should be. It should be.
I'm done. I have nothing else. Nothing else to give you.
What in the like? Why? Why would Spike Lee? I mean, he wouldn't agree to do something like this. It's not just that he agrees to do something like this. He's producing it. He's helping to write it. He's directing this thing. Obviously, he sees value and merit in this story. He sees a really interesting take on the material. And obviously, the material is going to be a metaphor for something deeper, right? In Da 5 Bloods, it wasn't just about these friends going back to Vietnam to dig up some gold that they found during the Vietnam War. It wasn't just about them going back to dig up the body of their dead friend so that they could give him a proper burial. It was about friendship. It was about something deeper. It's about not being reacquainted with your ghost, but like confronting your ghost, confronting your demons. Like, what is it that is bothering you and possessing you? How do you become a better person for going on this journey? So the musical, while yes, on the surface, it's going to be a musical about Viagra and maybe like the process and the story of how that came to be and come to fruition, but there's going to be a deeper meaning here. Do you have any clue? What in this is? I don't know what to say about this. I
have two thoughts that are going through my head. Number one is Spike Lee has a history of making movies that, like you said, have that depth to it, that has some sort of reflection of what society is, showing aspects of society that maybe others had not looked at, forcing us to kind of confront those things. He's got a history of these things, and so maybe there's something here that we're not seeing that Spike Lee is, that we're going to have our eyes open to. That's one thought. And another thought is this could be awful. It could just be he's run out of ideas. Like, I don't know. It on the surface it sounds ludicrous. On the surface it sounds ludicrous. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like, how could this possibly pay off? On the other hand, it's Spike Lee. I kind of have to trust a little in his process.
Well, also, like, this is a horrible example. You may be able to come up with a better example than I am right now. But when we first heard that a Lego movie was in the works, everyone thought that's the dumbest idea. You're going to do a movie about building blocks. When The Social Network was announced, you're doing a Facebook movie? How are you going to do a movie about Facebook? That doesn't mean anything. So
when the first commercial for South Park came out, I remember watching it going, who asked for this?
Yeah, it's such a strange, bizarre, and it's the premise that's grabbing us. And I think, when they say kind of like as I lose my words, like the whole idea of like come for the blank, but stay for the blank. You know, like come for the liquor, but stay for the friends, or come for the atmosphere and stay for the camaraderie, whatever it happens to be. This is gonna end up being more like a come for the bizarre premise, but stay for the intellectual lesson.
Yeah. Look, I also like to read, and I've had some favorite authors who I would read every new book, every new novel that came out, and at some point, I stopped really appreciating their books, and I said, okay, I'm now reading them because I've invested that much in them, and I've trusted them in the past, and they've really delivered. So I'm going to keep reading these new novels, and eventually I go, you know what? They're not producing the type of books that I still enjoy reading. I'm going to move on. And I think with directors and stuff, it's the same type of thing where like Spike Lee has earned my trust in this movie. Like it sounds like you said, it sounds like a bad idea, just like those others did, but he's given me enough really great stuff that I kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt and going, hey, it's Spike Lee. Let's see what he does. Maybe he lets me down. And maybe the next time another Spike Lee movie comes out like this, I'm going to go, I don't know. Remember the Viagra debacle? But right now, he doesn't have that. He's got a really good. He's got a good filmography under his belt. So.
He does. And, you know, as you point out, not every one of his movies is a smash hit. Not everybody loves every movie that he's ever done, but he has enough under his belt that you're like, no. He's a solid filmmaker. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
And you, on a general level, know what to expect. Same thing like Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I mean, not every one of his movies is incredible, but he's got enough there that you're like, no. He's he knows what he's doing. And I know what to expect from a Chris Nolan movie, from a Spike Lee joint, whatever. Big question is for you guys, what do you think of this wacky news of Spike Lee's next film being a Viagra musical? How is that going to work? What are your thoughts as to what the story could be? Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know those thoughts. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Batman from the animated series would want you to do. His name is Batman.